Hey everyone, and welcome to this part 2 and the final part of Gearbox assembly tutorial in SolidWorks. So let's begin. So last time we were here, we have assembled two stages of the gears in the gearbox. Now let's hold control key and drag this middle gear, or otherwise you can insert the middle gear. It's up to you. Then select the mate and select the outer surface of the shaft and inner bore of the middle gear and click on mate. Then select this edge of the middle gear and this edge of the shaft. Make sure that these are parallel and check the box. After that you can drag this middle gear like this. Then select this face of the gear and this face of the shaft and check the box. Now the middle gear has been assembled. Now we need the output gear. Now you can insert the output gear, or otherwise you can hold control key and drag this output gear like this. After that we would require the output shaft as well, so let me insert that from here. We can rotate it by using the y-axis, or otherwise we can rotate it manually. It's up to us. Then select the mate and select the outer surface of the shaft and this circular surface of the casing and click on mate. Then select inner surface of the bore of the output gear and the outer surface of the shaft and select the mate. After that you need to select this edge of the gear and this edge of the shaft and check the box. After that select this surface of the output gear and this surface of the middle gear. These should be coincident. After that change the transparency of the gear housing or the gear casing. Then select this output gear and select the normal to. Then we need to set these gears so that the tooth are not touching each other. Then select the mate, and after that you need to go to mechanical and select the gear mate. Then select this surface of teeth of the pinion and this surface of teeth of the gear, and then check the box. The ratio automatically is 20:60. Then you can enable the transparency of the gear. Now all of these gears are working together. I have changed the graphics. I have turned on the real view graphics. So I am hiding these two gears because I'm just checking that if this is properly assembled or not. So as you can see, the shaft is not properly assembled, and let me delete the mates. So select the view mates after selecting the shaft. So these are the mates of the shafts. So let me delete all of these mates. Otherwise you can delete the shaft and insert the output shaft again. It's up to you. I am just deleting all the mates by selecting this and pressing the delete button. Okay, otherwise you can delete the output shaft and insert the output shaft. It's up to you. Okay, now let's assemble it again. So outer surface of the shaft and circular face of the housing. After that I will select this edge of the shaft and this edge of the output gear, and this should be coincident, and check the box. And I think this is now assembled. Okay, now it's time to assemble the bearings. So I will be enabling the SolidWorks tool library. Then I will select this option from here for to go to the toolbox. So here we have option for the toolbox. So go into the toolbox, then we need to go into the ISO, then select the bearings from here, and then here we have option for the ball bearings, and we need to drag the radial ball bearing here. We will be assembling the radial ball bearing at the input shaft only. So in here the configuration, we need to go down a little bit, and here we have a number 388. Just select this one. Then we need to make sure that this is detailed. for the display, and we don't need the cage. So, or it's up to you if you want to add the cage. It's really up to you. It's gonna just add the time, so I'm not gonna select this. Check the box. Automatically there will be another ball bearing appears, so you need to just simply press the escape button. Now I will enable these white colored hidden parts that we have hide previously. Just enable these, then select the inner surface of the gear and outer surface of the input shaft, and then check the box. This will be concentric mate. After that, select this edge of the wall of the casing and this face of the bearing, and check the box. After that, I will go to the library again, and I will this time insert the angular contact ball bearing. Now let's configure this. Here I will drop down and I will go down a little bit, go down, and I will select this number 1710. This is simplified or detailed, it's up to us. I'm selecting the detailed one and check the box. After that, press escape button to get rid of the other bearing. Okay, now I will select the mate, circular surface of the housing and this surface, inner surface of the ball bearing. Then I will drag it away. After that, I will select this face of the bearing. Then I will select the mate, and I will select this wall of the gear casing and check the box, because this is gonna assembled here. Now I need another bearing. uh, Let me just uncheck the real view graphics, hold control key and drag this bearing away like this. Otherwise you need to insert the same bearing again, it's up to you. Then I will select the mate, this surface, circular surface of the bearing and this circular surface of the housing. Then I will select the wall. Let me drag the bearing. So I will drag the bearing like this, and then I will select this surface of the bearing and this wall of the casing and check the box, because this is gonna get assembled over here. I will hold control key and drag this bearing away like this, because I would require the same bearing at the output shaft. So I will select this circular surface and this outer circular surface of the bearing. Then I will select the casing, this wall and this surface of the bearing and check the box. So the gearbox has been assembled. Now let me turn on the real view graphics and let me show you how it's gonna work. So this is the input side. If I rotate the input shaft, the output shaft is rotating very slowly, and when I rotate the output shaft, the input shaft rotate very fast, and this is actually the purpose of the speed reducer, guys. So that's all for this assembly tutorial, and in the next video we will be making the motion study of this gearbox. So if you find this video helpful, then please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.